Next part is selective discharge of ions. Okay, selective discharge of ions. Now see, suppose if I am considering electrolysis of water, that is H2O, here sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, is added in order to make it an electrolyte, that is a conductor of electricity. So water is splitting up into H plus and OH minus, and sulfuric acid is splitting up into H plus and sulfate, that is SO4 2 minus ions. Here H plus is same, so it doesn't matter, but there are two negative ions, two anions are there. Now if they reach at anode, then which ion out of OH and SO4 should get discharged? Now see, every substance has its own chemical reactivity. Okay, depending upon that, it has ability to lose electron or gain electron. Same way, these group of atoms, which are the radicals, OH minus radical and SO4 2 minus radical, that is sulfate radical and hydroxide radical, they also will have the tendency, a particular tendency to lose the electron in comparison with each other. So out of that, OH minus ion has a better tendency to lose away the electrons. So SO4 2 minus does not have that ability to lose electrons. That's why what happens here, OH minus ions lose the electrons, but SO4 2 minus ions do not lose electrons. Okay, I'll just take another simple example. For example, if I am considering Na and if I am considering K, okay, what is the electronic configuration of Na? 281. This is 2881. Okay, now out of these two, which will have more ability to lose electrons? Potassium. As you go down the group, reactivity increases, alkali metals. Okay, so as you go down the group, the reactivity increases, so potassium loses electron more easily than sodium. Same way, out of these two, OH minus loses electron more easily than SO4 2 minus. Therefore, it's their natural ability here. Okay, there are certain reasons why OH minus has a greater ability than SO4, which you will learn in higher standards. You'll go after about 12th, not now. Okay, so therefore OH minus ions have greater ability to lose electrons than SO4 2 minus ions. Now this is about anions. OH minus has greater ability to lose than SO4 2 minus. So we are going to arrange all these elements in a particular series, which is going to be known as the activity series. Now here the anions we have considered, so this is going to be activity series of anions. Here sulfate ion SO4 2 minus will be kept at the top, then nitrate will be there, that is NO3 minus, and then Cl minus will be there, then OH minus will be there, and then Br will be there, and then I will be there. It means this will get discharged most easily, and sulfate is very difficult to discharge. So as you are coming down in the activity series of anions, the ease with which it gets discharged becomes greater. It means sulfate ion is very difficult to discharge, and iodide ion is very easy to get discharged. So if there is comparison amongst these ions, then you will have to see whichever is higher will not get discharged, whichever is lower will get discharged. Same way we are going to have activity series of metals also, that is positive ions. Okay, so this is going to be known as activity series of metals, but here we are not going to call it activity series of metals, we are going to call it electrochemical series. There is a difference between activity series and electrochemical series, only one difference. Okay, of course activity series is on No, on the basis of increasing chemical reactivity. You know the story. PSC Mazitil could make silver, gold, platinum. Okay, PSC Mazitil could make silver, gold, platinum. That is activity series of metals. Okay, now PSC Mazitil and so on. Okay, you just interchange S and C. That is the only difference. So here it is PCS. Otherwise the whole series remains same. Okay, till the end. Okay, so here S is there. S is going to be sodium and C is here calcium. Here calcium comes first and then sodium. So in electrochemical series, sodium is more easier to discharge than calcium. Remember, whichever is a higher metal, it is difficult to discharge. So all those metals which are on the top of the electrochemical series, they all will be extracted by electrolytic process only. There is no other process by which we will be able to extract these metals. So again, as we come down in the electrochemical series, the ease with which the ions get discharged becomes easier. Okay, the metals which are on the top are most difficult to discharge. The metals which are at the bottom, they are easier to discharge.